What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Spencer, and I am bringing you that Dragon Link deck profile. Again, I didn't even think about this, although now I'm even thinking, I don't know if I did a DDD deck profile, so I'll probably do that tomorrow. I keep showing you guys all these combos, but I forget to show you the actual deck profile. So I'm going to start by doing this one today. Someone had asked me about it, and then, yeah, be on the lookout for that. Also going to be, today, you should check out, I'm doing a double video today. I did a 200 sub appreciation video. Kevin and I just we watched and commentated on episode 200 of Yu-Gi-Oh! It was really fun. It was actually a really fun time. So if you guys like that kind of video, you guys can comment on that one and let us know, because we would love to do more of that. But yeah, and in the future, actually, for another video coming up, I haven't done a non-Yu-Gi-Oh! Related video in quite some time. So what I'm going to end up doing is a movie review for an old movie that came out in the 1980s. So be on the lookout for that as well. But other than that, let's get right into it today. We're going to start off with the bricks here. Dark Magician, Red Eyes, and Psyframe Driver. It's great that the reason really you're running 60 cards is to avoid these as much as possible. And I know that sounds a little extreme, but there's so many extenders and so many hand traps. The ratios actually end up working out when you kind of thin yourself out a little bit, if that makes sense. So that's the reason that I like 60 cards, even though in normal situations I do not. I don't even like running 60 cards for Noble Knights. But next, you have your Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. This will probably end up going to 3 over the next ban list because it's now hard once per turn. The Chaos Dragon Levianeer, obviously. Pretty good to rip a card out of your opponent's hand. And the 2 Absoluta Dragon. You can send it to the graveyard, obviously, with a bevy of different cards, so that's always a good thing. One of your play starters, Noctivision Dragon. That's going to be a 3-up for sure. The 1 Silver Rocket. The 1 Black Dragon. Any of the dragon monsters that you see are almost 100% extenders, and obviously black and white dragon, Wyvern Bustern, they're both just like the easiest extenders in the world, and they're just really good. Silver Rocket's just a level 4 rocket monster, and if you're looking at this and you're curious, go check out my Dragon Link step-by-step combo tutorial first, and a lot of these will make a lot more sense. I'm just really here to show you guys the ratios at the end of the day. The Red Eyes Wyvern, really the only use for this is it's another target for Black Metal Dragon, which is okay, I guess. But I think you can banish it from the graveyard and then target a Red Eyes monster. So if someone is able to destroy your Dragoon of Red Eyes, you're able to bring it back. It's not always going to come up. Most of the time, you're just going to straight up win. But I suppose it's not a bad effect, right, to be able to bring that back, Monster Reborn style. The 3 Starlies, Sephrit, I don't know how to say it. Again, it's a play starter, combo, enabler, extender, everything. I just mentioned the White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. The 3 Rocket Tracer, obviously the best rocket monster in the deck. This will eventually be limited in my opinion, or even banned, I could see. The White Rose Dragon, and I'll just go ahead and jump over here to Red Rose Dragon, along with the 2 Rocket Rechargers. That's going to round out your level 4 rocket monster lineup here. Again, these could technically be any of them. These are just the ones that I choose personally. I think they have decent effects. Maybe you can, in your side deck, if you're really interested in doing something. I know one of them I think destroys from the extra deck, if I'm not mistaken. So that could be in handy as well. I don't know. That's something you guys will have to decide. That's kind of one of the only flexible spots in my opinion for this. And, your Dragony Phalanx is another card. It's technically a brick, actually, you don't want to draw in the future. Because you want to be able to use, the combo style Dragoonity Divine Lance. So you don't want to draw this. Another reason to run 60 cards. The best play starter, in my opinion, in the deck, the Black Metal. It's great for chain blocking and everything like that, and just getting your play started at the end of the day. And the Fairy Dragon Levianeer. I think this is a search card. Next, we'll run into our hand traps here. So there's obviously a room for a lot of them. 3 Effect Veiler, it's really one of the most popular cards going around. It's surprising this was in the structure deck for Charmers. I just did a video on it. It is still like $3. I thought this would finally drive the price down. There's been like 16,000 prints of Effect Veiler, and they can never seem to get below that mark. It's a phenomenon. Technically it's only $9 for the playset, but still. The 3 Ash Blossom Enjoy Spring, the most played card in Yu-Gi-Oh! The 2 Ghost Ogre, it's good against Numeron Network, I suppose. And this is a format's most popular card, hand trap, is Psyframe Gear Gamma, and I already showed you guys the Psyframe driver here. Next, I don't know if this is in everyone's list. It's definitely in mine. I basically took out Appaloosa to put in this kind of package here. Everything's dark, so really, it's even easier than ABC. Cyber Dragon, which I have used this card in. So that's always a good thing. And probably maybe another unique thing is this Amorphage Goliath. If someone like were to kaiju your Dragon Destruction Sword, you still want to lock them out of the extra deck. That's really, if they're kaijuing you, that's the reason they're doing it, right? For the card that's equipped to this. And you're almost always, all your combos, at least the ones I showed you guys, all end with Heraldic Seal of Heavenly I always say this wrong. Heraldic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. Did I say that right? You can always bounce that and summon this to the field. I think it's a good tech card, in my opinion. I don't see everyone using it, but that's just my personal preference. You can change this out for whatever, another dragon monster of some sort. But onto the spells here, 1 for 1. Almost all these spells are just dumb, really dumb, great extenders. 1 for 1's one of them. The Red Eyes Fusion, obviously, you're going to have to need. The Monster Reborn. The 3 Chaos Space, which is a card that will eventually get banned, probably. Quick Launch, another card that will be limited or banned. I mean, the fact that it hasn't been hit at all is pretty crazy. Nothing to hit the consistency of this deck in the slightest. The 2 World Legacy Guard Dragons. The Dragoon Divine Lance, which obviously you're going to search off of the Romulus. The 2 Boot Sector Launch, and this is a pretty decent play start of the Dragon Ravine. Or you can search it if you already have the the Dragoon Divine Lance off of your Dragoon Knight Romulus, and the 3 Infinite Impermanences. So again, you have basically every single power hand trap in the deck, along with 50 billion extenders, which is the real reason. I mean, there are combos in this format that end on better boards than Dragon Link, but you really don't know where to stop it. And also, it has the ability combo-wise, because Infernoble Knights is pretty condensed. Like, you really can't have too many hand traps in there. Not nearly as much as this, in my opinion. And so it works on both sides. Going first and second, you really give yourself a great chance to win the duel, which is why it is one of the most popular and best decks of the format. Onto the extra deck. I'll move this one over here real quick. Might as well. The Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, which is actually down in price. It's like $32 right now. I didn't know that. Obviously, the day one prices were up to $50 if I'm not mistaken. But now it's a pretty affordable card. So I still want to do a few deck profiles, and I think I'm going to do a deck profile ABC Cyber Dragon IRL. I just bought basically the ABC package, and in my mind I was thinking Red Eyes Dark Dragoon was still so expensive. But now that it's a little more affordable, I may end up actually getting it so I can give you guys that deck profile. It's the only reason I'm really holding off on doing that. And to go along with that is Predator Plant Verde Anaconda, Borreload Savage Dragon, great card, Heraldic, or Hailor of the Arclight, Martial Middle Marcher, part of that combo piece. The play starters of all play starters, Christian Halifibrax, or combo enablers, I should say, and what I've just been mentioning throughout the deck profile, the Dragoon Knight Romulus, the Union Carrier to equip your Destruction Sword, the Protector Whelp of the Destruction Swordsman. That's really just to get yourself a dragon monster on the field. You're not actually going to use the effect. The Heraldic Seal of Heavenly Spheres. You have your Pisty and your Elpie. The 2 Striker Dragons, it comes up for your combos. That's the only reason you run 2 in reality. And the Link Ross. So it's a really condensed deck. So I suppose if someone had Cherry Blossom, they would be able to get rid of your Link Ross, which would be pretty devastating for you. But in reality, I mean, how much is it? It's definitely going to hurt you in a sense, but it's not going to kill you. So again, that's what I was kind of talking about. I mean, they can take away certain things from you, but for the most part, there's so many extra cards in here. And you could take out a Union Carrier, I suppose, and put in Appaloosa. Basically, you'd end up playing with an Appaloosa and Dragoon. Maybe that's not great to you, but to a lot of decks, especially if you were to take it to locals, I mean, that's hard to work around for sure. But that's basically going to do it for today's video, guys, in the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's any deck profiles that I've missed other than ABC Cyber Dragon, because I'll be doing that in the future probably with my actual cards that I've missed, and I will most likely be able to get to it. Maybe there's a new deck you want me to check out. Again, I know there were some that people have suggested. I do want to get to it, like For Hire and the Fire Archetype, the Pyro one. I can't think of the name of it right now. So it is something I'm going to be getting to in the future. Just trying to get caught up with school and everything like that. Almost graduated, so I'll be able to put a lot into it. and be on the lookout for other projects on the channel and stuff like that. I'm going to be doing a lot of new stuff coming up soon. I'm really excited. I love where it's going, and thanks again, guys, for 200 subs. I know I just did a whole video about it, but I wanted to mention it one more time. You guys are amazing. The comments, I love interacting with you guys. I think I'm caught up on comments now. There was a time where I was kind of slacking a little bit, but I think I should be up with everyone now. But other than that, guys, that's going to do it for today, and I hope you have an absolutely wonderful night.